happens every year without fail. It's the Thanksgiving killer, Black Friday. It's the day when we trample over any and every one for sales the day after we have given thanks for so many things. It's the day when we earnestly begin Christmas shopping. It's the day we stop thinking about what we have and start thinking about what we want. Many of us like to go through the Christmas catalogs looking at all the neat stuff that we like to have. What we ought to be doing, however, is taking some time to look at all the neat stuff that we already have. In the Bible, we read in Psalms 103, the first 5 verses, "Bless the Lord, O my soul, and all that is within me, bless his holy name. Bless the Lord, O my soul, and forget not all his benefits, who forgiveth all thine iniquities, who healeth all thy diseases, who redeemeth thy life from destruction, who crowneth thee with loving kindness and tender mercies, who satisfieth thy mouth with good things, so that thy youth is renewed like the eagles." This is God's catalog of blessings. It's not a Christmas catalog, but a Thanksgiving catalog. In those few verses, we can find 5 blessings for which we can give God praise for. He forgives our sins. He heals us from our diseases. He redeems our life. He crowns us with love and compassion, and he satisfies our desires. But did you know that most of our blessings we just take for granted? If you woke up this morning in fairly good health, then you are more blessed than the 6 million who will not survive. If you have never experienced the danger of battle, the loneliness of imprisonment, the agony of torture, or the pangs of starvation, then you are ahead of the 500 million people in this world. If you can attend church without fear of harassment, arrest, torture, or even death, then you are more blessed than 3 billion people in the world. If you have food in the refrigerator, clothes on your back, and a roof over your head and a place to sleep, then you're richer than 75% of this world. And if you have money in the bank or your wallet, or even spare change in a dish somewhere, then you are part of the top 8% of the world's wealthy people. We need to count our blessings. We have so much, and yet we are unwilling to see it. God forgives us of our sins, and then he forgets about them. God heals our diseases. Now, true, it may not always be a physical healing. In fact, it might just be a spiritual healing instead. God redeems our lives. He has paid the ultimate price so that we might live. He crowns us with love and compassion. I mean, what better blessing is that than to be brought into God's love and favor? God satisfies our desires. List all of the things that you have. It's God that's given them to you for your own pleasure. And it is your attitude that is going to determine your satisfaction with those things. Did you know that half the world is unhappy simply because it cannot have the things that the other half of the world has? An unhappy person is not someone who didn't get what he or she wanted, but rather they did get it and then found out that it wasn't as wonderful as expected. The secret to a happy life is not to get what you want, but to live with what you already have. Most of us will spend our entire lives concentrating on what we don't have instead of thanking God for what we do have. We're looking at that Christmas catalog, focusing on what we want rather than rejoicing in what we have. Now, it's a paradox. We're satisfied, but never satisfied. For example, there are certain foods that I really love, and when I eat them, I'm satisfied, but I want more. I want to experience those foods again and again and again. God's blessings are the same way. The more we experience them, the more we want them. Now, Thanksgiving is very important. It is an annual reminder. It forces us to recognize where all these things that we enjoy really come from. It makes us look at the correct catalog and keep things in proper perspective. We need to remember to think about what we have instead of dreaming all the time about what we want. We need to remember to thank God for all of His blessings. I hope each and every one of you have a very happy Thanksgiving, and may the good Lord bless you. Take care.